Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie. Welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. This week we are back with a brand new team in Regulation H. And as you can see on your screen, this is a team built around Hisuian Typhlosion, or at least utilizing Hisuian Typhlosion. That was the original Pokemon I started building the team with. So that's why I'm considering it being built around it. Even though this is kind of a balanced Mons team. But yeah. We're going to go over the team quickly, and then we're going to get some battles in. Of course, if you want to try the team out for yourself, there is a rental code in the description below. You can just add that in and use it for yourself. See what you think about the team for your own personal use, and give suggestions in the comment section if you have any. Outside of that, let's get right into it. So, of course, we do start with the Hisuian Typhlosion. This is a mon that's been around quite a bit on the ladder. It's really good at just getting big eruptions off really early on in the game, so that is exactly what we're doing with it. We have Eruption, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Protect. Typically a lot of Hisuian Typhlosions are choice specs, but I decided to go Charcoal so I could be a little bit more flexible with mine, and then we also have the Protect as an option. There's Fire Terra to get the full use of Eruption out. Of course, with Hisuian Typhlosion, you usually want to pair the Whimsicott. So we do have our Whimsicott here. Prankster with Covert Cloak, Tailwind, Encore, Helping Hand, and Moonblast. So this was in the Steel Terra. This was the Whimsicott I was using it on my Miraidon team previously, so it was a Ground Terra before, and it had Protect over Helping Hand. This time I wanted to go Helping Hand because I figured we'd Tailwind, Hisuian Typhlosion. If everything works out perfectly, we can Tailwind with and Eruption with Hisuian Typhlosion, and the next one we can Helping Hand our Hisuian Typhlosion. So that's the idea here, and I just like Encore. It's pretty nice. I did originally have Focus Sash as the item for this Whimsicott, but then when I picked this Whimsicott up out of my PC and it had the Covert Cloak, and I'm like, that's not a bad idea, because then we can't get faked out, especially because there's a lot of Hisuian Sneaslers running around. Hisuian Sneasler. Sorry, that's a TCG thing. It's just Sneasler. There's a lot of Sneaslers running around, so we can't get faked out. Well, we can, but it doesn't flinch us, and then we can... You still get the Tailwind off. That's the idea there. So we have Covert Cloak here. Next, we do have Primarina. Another mon that's very popular in the meta game right now with Liquid Voice, Throat Spray, Poison Terra, Protect, Haze for Dondozos, Moonblast, and Hyper Voice. It's a really strong Water Fairy type to add to the team. And then, of course, speaking of Sneasler, we have it on the team. It's just a good mon. I haven't used it yet, and this is just kind of a very much a good things kind of team, so I figured now's the time to use it. We have Unburden with Normal Gem, Ghost Terra with Dire Claw, Close Combat, Fake Out, and Protect. Now, typically, I keep on saying Hisuian Sneasler, because for those who don't know, in the TCG, the Sneasler card is called Hisuian Sneasler, which is just redundant, because Sneasler... There isn't a Hisuian version, it is just Sneasler. But anyway, a lot of the Sneaslers run Focus Sash, but because originally my Whimsicott had Focus Sash, I put Normal Gem on this, and I've liked using the Normal Gem for the Fake Out Normal Gem and then get the Unburden. A lot of people, I assume, expect the Focus Sash, so then they won't proc it, so then you don't get the Unburden. So that's why I wanted to go Normal Gem. Get a little bit of Fake Out action going there to get the Unburden boost. But then, of course, next we do have Corviknight. This is the one I've been wanting to use because it's been picking up a lot of usage, because there's just not a lot of counters to Corviknight, and especially with Terastallization, it's hard to fight against Corviknight. So, as our Terra, we do have the Dragon Terra, because it resists Electric, it resists Fire, which are Corviknight's two big weaknesses. We do have Mirror Armor, which bounces back Intimidates or any other stat drops. Leftovers just remain bulky. Then we have Tailwind, Iron Head, Brave Bird, and Roost as our attacks. So we do have a double Tailwind team here, which is nice, because then we don't have to just rely on Whimsicott to set up the Tailwind. And Corviknight's really good at setting up late game Tailwinds, which can really put the advantage in our position. Now, a really good mon to set next to Corviknight is, of course, Garchomp, because Corviknight is a flying type. You can freely Earthquake without hurting your own Pokemon. So Garchomp, we have the Rough Skin Life Orb with Protect. I chose Breaking Swipe over Dragon Claw. I usually go for the big damage with Dragon Claw, but I think Break and Swipe will come into use for us. And then we have Earthquake and Stomping Tantrum if we just want a single target, like if we're sitting next to Sneasler or Typhlosion or Primarina, so we don't Earthquake our own Pokemon. That being said, I think I have done all the perfect prep. For those of you who've been around the channel for a while, you know that it's a Baka Zombie special to have one thing wrong with at least one Pokemon every single time. But I'm pretty sure I got all the IVs, I got all the natures, I got all the items, I got all the Terras, I got all the attacks. I'm pretty damn sure everything is perfect here. So if it's not, I'm sorry. I didn't nickname them. I didn't have time to nickname them. I could have, but a lot of these mods I don't have nicknames for as well, so that's the thing. Anyway, we're going to get into some battles here and see how this team works, and let's jump right on it. Okay, so for our first battle, interesting. We do have the Dondozo, but there's no Tatsugiri, so it's just bulky Dozo. With Goldingo, Ursaluna, Grimmsnarl, Gotcha Macho, what's that thing called? Sinesti? I always forget. It's Poltegeist is the first one, Sinesti is the second one. And I think it's reversed for the other guys? I can't remember. Anyway, it is Sinesti. And then Annihilate. So we got two ghosts. Who sets up Trick Room? Does Sinesti set up Trick Room? Or do they just not have a Trick Room on this team and just hope Ursaluna goes for it? They do have the Grimmsnarl, which I don't love. But I could lead Sneasler and fake it out. But does Corviknight take it out? And is there anything that... They don't really have anything for Corviknight. So I think we can go Hisuian damn it. Sneasler and Corviknight. I think Primarina is a good bring as well. As long as we get rid of the Sinesti. And then do we go Chomp or Flosion? I think Typhlosion is a good endgame mon. So we have Fire for the Goldingo, we have Fire for the... Yeah, I think we're going to go Typhlosion. Yeah, because I don't think Garchomp really helps us here. So let's do it. Let's do this. So this way, what I can do, if they lead Grimmsnarl, I can fake out the Grimmsnarl with the Sneasler and Iron Head it with the Corviknight, and that stops any screen shenanigans, because this team's really bulky, so we don't want them to get screens up. The Shiny Dragapult, I like it. Still gotta find me a Shiny Dragapult. Okay, it's gonna be Sinestia. It's not Sinestia, it's Sinestia. And Grimmsnarl. So yes, we're definitely just gonna double up into the Grimmsnarl here with a Fake Out and an Iron Head. I really hope this takes out the Grimmsnarl. If it doesn't, they're gonna be able to get a screen up, and that's not my favorite thing in the world. Okay, Grimmsnarl withdraws, so whatever's coming in is taking 2 hits. And unless it's like Goldingo, it's going to be Ursaluna. Ursaluna's not going to love this. Does Sinestia get Trick Room then? Is that what's happening here? Okay, Ursaluna kind of eats that, unfortunately. Sinestia does get Trick Room. Okay. I kind of thought it would because it is a ghost type. So... What does the Ursaluna want to go for? I'm going to protect with the Sneasler. Because I think... I want to see what the Ursaluna's going to go for. I don't know if he'll go for a Headlong. It probably just goes for Facade. And then I can just Brave Bird this Sinesta. It is going to be just a Facade, so I could Ghost Terra if I really wanted to. And, like, turn around in close combat. It's going to be Life Dew Sinesta. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't think the Ursaluna can really do anything to my Corviknight. Okay, we don't KO the Sinesta. But it does have a berry. It's a bulky Sinesta, huh? I am going to Ghost Terra here, I think. But again, the Corviknight's pretty safe, and I think it's going to keep going for... keep going for Facades. Because it doesn't want to drop its stats with a Headlong Rush. Because I Ursula gets that, right? So Nesta's gonna withdraw. For Grimmsnarl. Okay, Grimmsnarl's taking a Brave Bird then. Here comes the Ghost Terra from the Sneasler. I wanted to say Hisuian Sneasler so badly there. In my brain, I'm like, Hisuian. Okay. This does make us an unfortunate, give us a weakness to Grimmsnarl if it has Sucker Punch. But I think Grimmsnarl's going to focus on getting up big Brave Bird damage though. Here comes the close combat. That's just going to kill the Ursulina. Perfect. That's what I needed. So we know there's Sinestcha in the back. And it's at pretty low health. Annihilate is going to come out for my opponent, though. Annihilate will come out for my opponent, huh? I don't love that. Which one's a trick on my left? 2. I'm actually going to switch in Primarina, because I think Primarina is the most... is the least useful. I'm going to Iron Head the Grimmsnarl. I assume my opponent just uses a Reflect here. Maybe fakes out Corviknight. We're going to see the Terra from the Annihilate. I'm hoping it's Fire Terra. That would be really useful for me. Just Fairy Terra. Okay, that's actually not awful either. Now I can Iron Head and do Annihilate. Reflect from the Grimmsnarl, I kind of assumed. Still does a buttload of damage to the Grimmsnarl, and we're going to see a bulk up from the Annihilate. Makes sense. I can haze with Primarina here if I really wanted to. Let me Hyper Voice. Let me Iron Head. Light Screen from the Grimmsnarl makes sense. Maybe I didn't want to Hyper Voice here because it does knock out the Grimmsnarl, which allows the Sinestcha to come back in, but it is... Trick Room is gone. So... here is the boost, the special attack boost. Who's slower? Okay, Corviknight is slower than Annihilate, so we could flinch here. Yep, get the flinch, perfect. We saw the Annihilate is slower than both of my Pokemon here. But the nice thing is because we kept Sneasler healthy, that I can come in and fake out this Annihilate at some point too. See this Sinestcha. Oh, I don't love that. I forgot Hospitality was his ability to heal up the Annihilate. That kind of wastes my time. I know it gets rid of Primarina's boost, but I'm going to Haze. And I'm just going to Brave Bird this Sinestcha. Don't know how fast it's going to be. I assume Corviknight up. Okay, double bulk up. This is good. This is good. I'm glad I hazed that. Because Annihilate is still getting its... yeah, there goes Sinestcha. Perfect. Annihilate is still getting its Rage Fist boosts, but getting rid of the attack boosts and the defense boosts are really important. So it's just Annihilate against 4 Pokemon here. Which again, we have Fake Out on Sneasler. Typhlosion is fully healed. Light Screen could be 3 or 6 turns. I would love for Light Screen to be gone by the time Moonblast just drops special attack, which isn't useful. I might haze again just to see if he's going to try and bulk up on me, but I don't think he does. I think he just goes for Rage Fist now because he's been hit so many times. Drain Punch on Corviknight. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That does not do anything. An Iron Head here. That does quite a bit. Haze will not do anything because they didn't boost. But this is fine, because this is just wasting screens, which is what I love to see. At any point, this Annihilate could Rage Fist my Corviknight, which would be bad, because it'll probably just kill me. If he Drain Punches again? Okay, he's gonna Rage Fist. I was gonna say, if he Drain Punches me again, then I'll just lose. But if he Rage Fist, he's just gonna kill me. Hyper Voice does decent amount here. But yeah, now I can bring in Sneasler and fake him out. And I think we're just... And Sneasler should outspeed and get the Dire Claw off. And it should just KO. So I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We know that it's leftovers, so fake out is going to go through. Protect, fair enough. Get a little more leftovers recovery. But you don't have any of your bulk ups. So you're going to be getting hit twice here. Even if you try to bulk up here, it's fine, because the Dire Claw will go off before you bulk up. And the bulk up doesn't affect the Hyper Voice. So we should just be able to take out Annihilate here, I would think. Dire Claw. That's enough. Perfect, Sneasler. Sneasler good. Sneasler good. Yeah, Annihilapes can be scary, but we were able to very effectively take care of it. So that's going to be a first win for the team under the bag. Let's get into another one. Alright, for the next team, we have another Dondozo by itself. Is this a thing currently? People are just running bulky Dondozo and not running the Tatsugiris. So we have Dondozo, Sneasler, Dragapult, Rillaboom. I'm going to say Grimmsnarl. Rillaboom, Volcarona, and Electabuzz. 2 redirectors. Corviknight actually doesn't do great here because they have both Volcarona and Electabuzz. I mean, Volcarona doesn't always have a Fire-type move, but Electabuzz usually does. Do I just lead? I think I just lead the Typhlosion. As long as it's not the Dondozo, Typhlosion and Whimsicott kind of go hard. And then outside of that, Primarina doesn't really help us here. I mean, it's good against the Volcarona and the Dragapult. But do I just go Corviknight Garchomp? I want Sneasler. No, I'm gonna go Sneasler Garchomp. We're just going hyper offense on him. No bulk. No bulky babies. Just full hyper offense. See how this goes for us. I think Typhlosion is going to clean up a lot of Pokemon. As long as it's not Dondozo, I think Typhlosion just kind of runs through this team. You see Dragapult, Sneasler. Okay, Dragapult's also kind of an issue for Typhlosion. I see we see a Choice Band on the Dragapult, and the Focus Sash on the Sneasler, of course, my horse. I don't really want to bring the Sneasler to Focus Sash right now. I think my Typhlosion, I'm just going to Shadow Ball this Dragapult and Tailwind. I think that's the play here. Because the Sneasler really can't do anything to Typhlosion right now. The best it can hope to do is Dire Claw the Whimsicott. But it might try to fake out Whimsicott, not expecting the Covert Cloak. That'd be nice. Okay, no fake out. We get the Tailwind. And a Shadow Ball into the Dragon Bolt. I don't know if this KOs though. It does. Perfect. I was gonna say, because we're not choice specs and we're charcoal, so we wouldn't be boosting the Shadow Ball, but it is enough to KO the Dragon Bolt, which is perfect. Dire Claw, that kills one Scott. That's fine. I got the Tailwind off. So now I can bring in something. I could bring in my own Sneasler. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring in my own Sneasler, fake out that Sneasler, and then just like erupt. We're gonna see the Rillaboom. Ugh. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I can Terra my Sneasler. So, just erupt, Terra Ghost, fake out the Sneasler. This is going pretty smoothly, not gonna lie. There could be a Terra from their side. They could either Terra their Sneasler into Terra Ghost as well. I Terra first. Rillaboom could also Terra into, like, Terra Fire. Or Terra Water. Let's see. We see the Terra Ghost from the Sneasler. I was gonna say, you probably have to Terra your Rillaboom. Okay. Into Terra Fire, yep. Makes sense. But unless you have something like the high horsepower, you also can't touch Typhlosion. Okay, protect from the Sneasler. You have high horsepower on this Rillaboom. Fake out isn't going to hit your Sneasler. Eruption. It looks like it might have hit my Sneasler. My Sneasler is moving weird. But no, I think they changed that. Okay, they do have high horsepower. This scares me. Oh, I live. I do in fact live. I get a little HP boosty from the terrain. God, their Sneasler is just hanging out with a Focus Sash, and I don't love it. And my Garchomp also kind of deals with them. I guess what I could do actually, I'm gonna erupt with Typhlosion. I'm gonna Dire Claw the Rillaboom. I'm doing this so I can break the Sash without actually like giving them the Unburden. Not that I think I'll matter. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Sneasler's base speed to know if they outspeed Typhlosion. You can't do that. You can't do that. Grassy Glide into my Sneasler, that's fine. I live there. Dire Claw. Doesn't KO you, but I do get the poison. And Typhlosion gets the eruption off. The unfortunate thing is I didn't want Sneasler to... Or I didn't want Typhlosion to live this turn. Oh god, that Sneasler is gonna get back to... Oh, this is bad. I don't know what their last Mon is either. Because I don't want my Sneasler to go down, but if their Sneasler gets back the Focus Edge, it's just like a waste of my time, right? I'm going to try to Shadow Ball their Sneasler, and I'll protect my Sneasler. I think they're going to Grassy Glide me again. I think they want to get rid of my Sneasler. Yep, there's a Grassy Glide. I would have rather have had that protect for when my Typhlosion's out here, or my Typhlosion, my Garchomp's out here, so I can Earthquake. Dire Claw, that's fine. That's fine. HP does get restored on Sneasler, but a Grassy Glide is going to take me out. My Tailwind is now gone too. I really needed Typhlosion to faint that last turn. I think they knew that I didn't want my Typhlosion out there anymore though. They probably didn't think oh no, they would have known I wasn't choice specs because I Shadow Balled their Dragon Ball right away. What do I do? I could Breaking Swipe. I kind of need a Stomping Tantrum there, Sneasler, though. And I'm going for the Protect with mine. I need to get this double here. Sneasler's gonna withdraw. For Volcarona. Okay. I get the double. I could have. Great. But, I mean, grassy terrain is up, so it would reduce the Earthquake. But this doesn't help, like, my Sneasler survive longer because the grassy terrain is still going to be up. That's good damage on the wall. Stomping Tantrum makes contact and is the stupidest thing in the world. Why did that make contact? I'm stomping on the ground. That's so bad that that happened. Oh my god. Honestly, one of the worst things that could have happened. That's so stupid. I mean, I stomping the Rilla. I guess I don't have to stomping the Rilla. Let's stomp. Come on. Victory Mons. Stomping the Volcarona. I guess I'll just go for a Dire Claw on the Rillaboom. Doesn't really matter. Volcarona's actually gonna protect here. Grassy Glass. Oh shoot! I should have stomped in the Rilla then. The Grassy Glass can kill me. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of unfortunate things happened there. My opponent. Again, I don't know if the Fake Out was a big brain play from him. It probably was though, looking back on it now. But because my Typhlosion wasn't dead, and I kind of needed it to be dead. They didn't know I had Garchomp in the back. Because I think they would have just protected if that were the case. So I think the Fake Out was a misclick. I'm not sure. Okay, Grassy Terrain is gone. So I can Earthquake here. Garchomp, like, it's not looking good, but Garchomp could possibly pull this out if Volcarona has nothing for him. Like, I might have Bug Buzz. Dragon Resist. Oh god, that Earthquake does nothing to Volcarona now that we're burned, though. Rillaboom's down. Is he just gonna Quiver? Yeah, it has Quiver Dance. We just lose. That's unfortunate. Yeah, like, Typhlosion not going down that turn, and Garchomp getting burned from Stomping Tantrum just kind of made us lose, unfortunately. I'm still going to try to play it out, but again, because this thing has Quiver Dance, I think we're just done for. Because it's going to get another one up here, because I have to protect on the Fake Out from the Sneasler. Although, I guess I could have let it fake me out, because it gets Rough Skin, but I don't know that that's worth it. I think the Fake Out does so much more than Rough Skin would ever do to it, so it's not really worth it. Let's see, Quiver Dance, I assume? Yep. Yep. I get Burned. And I just Earthquake here, but we'll see if Sneasler outspeeds Garchomp at this point, so that's good info for us. Well, never mind, the Volcarona is going to be faster than everybody. Oh, the Terra Blast doesn't kill me, but... Okay, Sneasler is faster than Garchomp. I assumed, but... You never know. Yeah, just, again, Typhlosion not fainting was our biggest downfall there. Because we weren't able to sync up then our Sneasler's protects with our Earthquakes. So we had to use it to survive the Rillaboom. Unfortunate. What can you do? We move on to the next one, though. Okay, we have another team that we're facing up against here. We have Murkrow, Goldingo, Rillaboom, Sneasler, Clefable, and Hydreigon. Garchomp isn't really useful here. I mean, Earthquake for Goldingo and Sneasler are nice, but there is a Rillaboom with the Grassy Terrain. There's Hydreigon with Levitate. Clefable's going to eat up everything from Garchomp, and Murkrow's flying. Do I try the Whimsicott Typhlosion again? The only thing was Hydreigon really counters Typhlosion. So I don't know that will work. But I could... Ooh, that's an idea. I'm gonna go with this. I'll tell you my idea if it happens. Outside of that... Outside of that... I could go Corviknight. Primarina. Or Sneasler. I just worry about what I'm gonna do about Goldingo if Typhlosion goes down before. I think I do have to bring Garchomp. Do I bring Garchomp Corviknight? Garchomp Sneasler. I think I bring Garchomp Sneasler. I like Corviknight because I can't do a... You know what? Oh, shoot. Shit. I should have probably gone Corviknight Garchomp. But then I like the Sneasler for the Hydreigon. I don't know. I probably should have just went Corviknight Garchomp because they're kind of a duo. And that way we still have the Garchomp for the Goldingo. Look at this smug Goldingo over here. But maybe we get the Goldingo to Terra. Murkrow Hydreigon. That's kind of what I assumed was going to happen. So watch this. So watch this. I'm going to Frisk Violite and Life Orb from the Hydreigon. Of course. I just Protect. And then I just Moonblast into the Hydreigon. They weren't gonna see this coming. Watch this. Murkrow Tailwind, of course. Snarl from the Hydreigon. Okay. Just expecting Dark Pulse. Snarl might put a little wrench here because it's gonna drop my special attack. It is still 4 times super effective, and I am max special attack. Oh wait, Cobra Cold Maces doesn't drop. You did. Cool. Hydreigon down. Perfect for me. The only problem will be the Murkrow quashing my Typhlosion now. Sneasler's gonna come up. Sneasler can't really touch Typhlosion, which is nice. So I'm gonna try to Tailwind. I think the Murkrow's gonna F with me though, so that's okay. Murkrow withdraws. This is perfect then. So now I get my Tailwind. Rillaboom. Oh, Rillaboom switching on an Eruption? Okay, buddy. Good luck to you. Grassy Gem. Of course, you're gonna get the... So Sneasler will go before my Typhlosion, but it shouldn't have anything for my Typhlosion. It is going to Terra. Terra Flying. Oh, it probably has Acrobatics. Never mind, I'm probably dead. I'm a liar. I'm probably just a liar. See the Tailwind. It's not going to help us because I'm burdened. Acrobatics, yeah, I'm just dead. That sucks. That sucks for me. I lived! I mean, I'm freaking erupting, so that's kind of dumb, but... Okay, well... That's unfortunate, again. The acrobatic Sneasler, huh? You expect me to still... Well, the problem is... The problem is... Check my Typhlosion. Grassy Glide, I assume. It was either Grassy Glide and Typhlosion or just like Acrobatics into it. I assume the Acrobatics goes into Whimsicott though. Dire Claw, yeah, that also works. Either way. Either way, that works. But now I can bring in my Sneasler. I can bring in my Sneasler. And fake out somebody here. Okay, so we have knocked out their Hydreigon, so they just have Murkrow in the back. So I could actually switch Typhlosion out here, I think. Because there's going to be a Grassy Glide coming into this Typhlosion. So if I bring in Corviknight... Oops. Sneasler can fake out their Sneasler. So then I'm also unburdened. I'm also unburdened, and we have one extra turn of Tailwind compared to them. Dreamcoat's Corviknight. I'm gonna get normal gem boost. Decent amount. Grassy Glide into the Corviknight. Sneasler flinches. Now Corviknight's kind of hanging out, living fancy free over here. And the opposing team's Tailwind peters out, which is perfect for me because now I'm faster than their Sneasler. I can Brave Bird into their Rillaboom. My Sneasler can Dire Claw their Sneasler. Plop. Doesn't KO, but doesn't get any boost either. That sucks. That really sucks. I should have just Dire Clawed the Rillaboom. But Brave Bird into the Rillaboom should be a decent chunk. Yep, and Rillaboom shouldn't be able to do anything back to me. It probably would hammers, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, we eat that. We do, in fact, eat that. And now my Typhlosion comes back in. My Tailwind peers out here. I can swap in my Typhlosion. Find the Assault Vest and the Rillaboom. And the Sneasler doesn't have anything. Okay, Grassy Terrain has... This is the last turn of Grassy Terrain. Because no matter what, the Sneasler has Unburden. I think I just Iron Head the Sneasler. And protect my Typhlosion. Rillaboom's gonna withdraw. For Murkrow. Typhlosion gets to protect. So I mean Sneasler didn't. What did Sneasler do? Close combat in the part, that makes sense. I live it though. Just barely. I kinda wanted to roost here, but I needed the Corviknight gone. I did in fact need this Sneasler gone. I said Corviknight gone. I need the Sneasler gone. So I'm hoping, against all hope, that freaking Murkrow. The thing they can't deal with Corviknight right now though. So like what they could do is they could fake out the Corviknight. I don't think they do though. I don't think they fake out the Corviknight. And Tailwind? Murkrow Tailwinds, yeah, and then the Rillaboom is going to attack. Why wouldn't you just Grassy Glide though? Okay, he would hammer the Corviknight. Okay. And I haven't Terrage yet. So Flamethrower, the Rillaboom obviously. And Murkrow we know has Tailwind. It might have Foul Play. So the idea I have current running idea, protect Typhlosion. Protect the Typhlosion, get a little extra grassy terrain healing. It does have Foul Play. Makes sense. I get a little healing. Love that for me. Now, I Terra Fire to get rid of my Ghost typing, and then I Flamethrower the Murkrow. We'll see how much Foul Play does here. Typhlosion does have a decent attack stat, so this might actually hurt quite a bit. Oh god, he does way too much. But Flamethrower does not have to KO on the next attack. How many turns of Tailwind you got left, bud? 1? Perfect. That means I just protect to stall out the last turn of Tailwind, and then I should win. Is the idea here. Unless he is insane and techs like Sucker Punch on this Murkrow, we should be fine. There's the foul play. Get a little HP recovery, which doesn't matter in the long run. We just need to get rid of Tailwind, because now we'll outspeed this Murkrow and we can Flamethrower it. Typhlosion, let's go, bud! You did it! I also didn't realize this is all female team. Like, the only Pokemon I specifically made female was Primarina. Like, I bred until I had a female Poplio, and then just hyper-trained it. But they all turned out to be female, so that's fun. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. We did end up getting the Trace, or not Trace one, sorry, we only got 2 wins. But still, pretty good showing for the first video with this team. We're going to have 2 more, of course. If you want to try it out for yourself, the rental code is in the description below. And leave any suggestions for the team that you have down in the comment sections as well. As well as any other Pokemon or strategies you want to see in the future for videos. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.